Hi all, welcome to Techies Knowledge, and today we will discuss how we can work with the list, right? How we can iterate list data elements. If we have the right straight list like this, if there is no complexity here, so how we can iterate this each item and then display into the screen, and how we can uh, iterate if we have the multiple list inside the list or something, right? So okay, let's go through and let's start with as we know, list is like it will be one of the data type in the Python, and it can store multiple different homogeneous heterogeneous values like string and integer, any different kind of data it can store, right? So okay, how we can read the list data now, or how we can iterate the list data. Let's use the for loop here to iterate the list, okay, and then item here in list. Okay, from list, here what we are doing it, we are reading the list, and then at a time one item will be coming here, one value. Okay, so first it will high will come here into this item, and next time it will come here, hello will come to the next item. Okay, now let's go and print the each item what will happen. Okay, so just run the program and see. Okay, each item high, first it is reading high element, and then it is printing. Next one it is coming here, right? Next one from the list hello value is coming, and then we are trying to print that. Okay, now this is a simple list. We are able to iterate the list and then able to print it normally. Okay, let's assume this list is having this way. If we any list is having the nested list, right? Nested list means a list inside the list. Okay, uh, let's take this way, uh, new list. Okay, let's take the new list. Okay, and some error. Okay, here. Okay, we are taking the new list, and where right, if you observe these values, list values here, one more list is starting here, and here one more list is starting. So we will call this one is like a nested list. Okay, we have this nested multi-level nested list in one list. Okay, then how you can read these items, right, from this new list? So here the same for loop we are using it. We are using the new list, and then expecting each item will be coming into this variable, and then we are trying to print that variable. Okay, let's print that and see. Can you observe now, after the 2 3 values, and then it is printing directly, it is printing on nested list. It is not printing the value from the nested list, right? So how we can read or iterate this one, right? So how we can check its coming item is a nested list, or the directly it's a item, right? What type of object it is. uh, so here in Python we have Isinstance. Okay, one built-in function is there which is Isinstance. It will be useful to check given object. Like if you consider this is a one object in a Python, everything is will be right considering is an object here. So here item, whatever the item value is coming, we need to check it. Is it a list or not? Okay, if it is a list, again we will loop it. We will iterate that list again. Here the if we assume this one is coming, once we read first three values and this value is coming, then we will check it. Okay, this value is a list or not, right? If this is a list, so here if it is the true, it will return the if it is a valid condition, then it will return true, or if it is not, then it will write the false here. So let's try to print, not print actually, here we need to loop it, right? If next item, okay, in item. So here we are expecting this item, it can be a list, right? Nested list. That's why again we are iterating that by after checking the condition here. Okay, sorry, it's not for, it's a for, right? Okay, for next item in item, then we are trying to print that item. Okay, next item. Okay, here we are checking the condition. If it is a it is a list, coming element is a list, then we are going inside the if condition and then iterating again. If it is coming element or value is not a list, right, then what we can do, we can directly print that item. Okay, print the item directly. All right. So here, if this item, whatever the item or value is coming here, if it is not a list here, then it will come to else part and then print the that particular value directly. Okay, let's execute and see. Can you see here, first two values from the first level nested list, it's printing properly now. Okay, and still one more nested list is there. Right, to process it again, see here, we have to write it one more if condition and then check that. Okay, next item is a list. Okay, and you just print that, again loop that. Okay, if nested list item also is a list, then you need to loop it again. Okay, inner nest, inner item, inner nest. Okay, in nested list. Okay, so here again we have to print it and see. Okay, if, or else you just print it directly. Okay, so but okay, you need to write it here, right? If no, we need to write the else condition here. Okay, if that item, whatever the here, if you see it, first what we are doing it here, we are checking, first we are reading the new list. Okay, each every time one value will be coming here, and then we are checking, okay, that particular value here is a list data type. All right, it's a type of, what is this object, is it list or the normal element, normal string. Okay, if it is a list, then we are trying to iterate that list and um, and we are printing it. Okay, here again we are written the nested list. Okay, checking, is it again the nested list. Okay, so okay, let's print now and see it. Okay, so cool. Now see, if you see, there is no mismatch here, because we are written multiple, how many nested lists are there, those many if conditions we are written. So this way is not good, right? If one more time our program is has to be changed every time. If, okay, if you assume one more nested list is coming here, then this program will not work. So to solve that, we can put this one in the function. Okay, to iterate it. Okay, and let's assume how we can solve it with function. Okay, right. So here we are writing, we no need to write all these many conditions. Okay, if, okay, you just, I will just delete it and I write it properly. And see here, I am taking one, I am creating one function here, and I am reading each item from the list, and then I am checking if coming item, okay, if is instance, that particular item is a list. Okay, item is list, then okay, if it is a list, then you should call it, you should call the iterator function again by sending the item. Okay, if no else, print the item. Okay, if it is a list, then again we will go to it's like a recursion, as we see in factorial program, we are using it's a recursion way. So if it is the coming element is an instance, it's a list type element, then again we will call this method, and then again it will check, okay, that coming we will iterate that list again. Okay, let's print it. Okay, sorry, I need to call the function, right? So new list, and let's print it now. Okay, sorry, I think some error. Let's see, let's wait. Okay, let's once again, let me check. I'll pause it. No, here I was using is a different. I was directly using the new list, so I should not use that, right? So here it is changing as a list. Here we are passing the new list, and we are using the variable here is a list. Okay, no, I should use this one. I'm iterating the from that list, and right. So from here I'm iterating it, and okay, let's run it now. So that's great. Now we no need to use it different if conditions for the nested. If now any number of nested list is coming, it will work. We no need to use the different if conditions for each nested list, right? So this is the way how we can iterate normal list and then nested list, right? Yeah, so for that, that's it for today, and we will check it one more useful tutorial in coming videos, and subscribe to Techies Knowledge. Thank you guys.